How's it going, boys? My name's JO3. Welcome back to another JO2 video. This is my second channel. It's been a minute since I uploaded on here. It doesn't, it's not consistent, but I got a fun little story today. And then I have another video coming out later this week on this channel. So, get hyped for that, I guess. So we got a fun little story today, and it's with the new college. Something I've talked about before on this channel. But this one's specific to your boy. Although, I feel like some people probably relate to having a bad professor. So, here's my experience. So those who have watched any stream, follow me on Twitter or anything, know I haven't had the biggest, the best relationship with my college. I decided to stay local, by the way, for context. I have a local community college, pretty close to my town. Well, in the town, but it's like a bit, on the edge, if you will. So I decided to go there for this previous fall and now this spring semester. So far, the college, kinda bad. But I didn't have any issues with, specific professors. Until I got one of my professors this semester. Now, this professor, we're gonna call them Professor Hat Trick or something like that, cause that's funny. That wasn't a script at all. I just came up with that name. So Professor Hat Trick here, they are one of my business professors, cause I'm a business-oriented major, we'll say. So I have to take this class. It's like an introduction to business class. Since I switched majors, I have to take it. It sort of takes over for Intro to College for business students, which I did take that, but I still have to take Intro to Business at my college at least. So I had to take it this year, and I decided to take it in person and all that, cool. There's an online variant, but I said, nah, I'm good. So me and this professor got along day one and the second day of the class. I showed up in person. The second week, I got a quote-unquote exposure to the spooky, scary computer virus, because I can't say its name if I care about this video at all. Which is still fun, by the way. So the spooky, scary computer virus, you know which one I'm talking about probably. If you don't live under, Patrick's Rock or something like that. I got, quote-unquote, exposed to it in, I believe, their class. I'm not 100% on that, because I have two classes on Mondays, but it was on Monday, and the other class still was full, pretty much. So I'm gonna assume it's that class. So, I was out for 2 weeks from that Monday, and I got, notified Thursday, the last day of classes that week. Good job, college. So I was missing a week of classes. I attended via Zoom, except this professor didn't do Zoom. They refused to do Zoom. So I got counted absent. So I was like, okay, great, fantastic. I did my work. I still got it all turned in because everything's online nowadays, it's still possible. Even without Zoom, I did it. So the next week rolls around. I get exposed again. This time, but somebody else actually around, outside of school. So I had to, send them their positive test, blur out their name, obviously, for privacy reasons, to be like, hey, I got exposed to the spooky, scary computer virus. I can't come in this week. And at this point, the college had updated their college policy. Keep in mind, this is university policy, once we get later into the story, that to bring down, your quarantine to 5 days from the previous 14, or whatever it was. I only had to, I still missed another week of classes in person. So I did Zoom again. Once again, this professor didn't do Zoom. They didn't set them up. They didn't care. In their mind, you're either in person or you just, you don't get the attendance, which is great when it's literally, not company policy, university policy that I cannot go to campus. Even though I didn't have any symptoms, by the way. I haven't been sick at all. It's just, if you're exposed to the spooky, scary computer virus, you gotta stay home regardless until you can get a test, which tests come in, but by the time I can get down and get one, they're gone. Besides, the quick rapid fire test, but let's be honest, those are very inaccurate, and I don't even know if they'll take them. So, there's that. Anyway, it's Friday, just a few days ago, actually, and I get an email from Professor Hat Trick, as we're calling them. They send me the email, they're like, hey, JO3, they didn't say JO3 obviously, but hey, so I know you notified me you've been exposed to the spooky, scary computer virus, but you haven't attended since this day. And they didn't even count the second day I had classes, by the way, and actually was able to come in. They only said I attended once, which is great. That's just fantastic. So they said, hey, Monday, if you are not here, you are getting dropped from the class for attendance. When I haven't been able to go to campus for the last 2 weeks because of campus policy. Not even my own decision, campus policy. And they're going to count that against me because they refuse to do Zoom. They are so stubborn in their mind, as boomers usually are, because you've been on the older side. But not even that old. I don't understand it. I don't understand if she had a Karen for a mom or what. But Do you understand the situation we're in? There's, the spike of cases. I can't do anything about it if people around me get, the spooky scary computer virus, and then I have to quarantine on their behalf pretty much because I could have been exposed. And that's campus policy. I don't understand it. It's literally not my fault. Like, you could argue maybe the one outside of campus I could have tried to avoid, but they came to my house and their family that visited my house with 0 symptoms. And they are fully vaccinated and all that. So, like, what was I supposed to do? Like, put a hazmat suit on? What? Like, what? I don't understand that. But even then, I don't understand at all. I really don't. I don't understand their logic. So I sent an email back. They never responded because this professor, I was going to say campus, but this professor doesn't look at their emails the entire weekend. I get not wanting to grade things and enjoying the weekend off, even though students really can't if they still have work to do on the weekends. But, checking your emails in the morning isn't that difficult. I do it every day myself. Like, for my student email, like, bro, come on now. It's just annoying. So I sent them an email. I'm sending more emails, one to the dean of the division. I've sent one, and then one to my advisor. Because here's another thing. I don't have a way there right now. The only car we have is currently sitting in a hospital parking lot because my grandma, my former legal guardian now because I'm 18, is sitting in the hospital right now. And the car is there. I have no way to get it. There's no one able to get it because the person, who usually helps out has a spooky, scary computer virus and is currently quarantining. What am I supposed to do? There's no bus that takes me to the college anywhere near my house. It's on the other side of town. So, I guess I'm walking for 3 hours to get to class on Monday, tomorrow, when this goes up. So I guess I'm gonna walk for 3 hours. Maybe 4, maybe 5, who knows? Depends on the snow, depends on the weather. Depends on traffic and all that. Because they won't do Zoom. They just outright refuse to do Zoom with the situation we're in. You could literally sit across the room from somebody, but it counts as a COVID exposure on campus, so you have to quarantine or get a test. But right now, that's not even the main situation. The main situation is I have no way to get there. Any relative that could either has the spooky scary computer virus or is working. So I guess I'm getting dropped from the class, or I'm going to drop it first, whichever one happens. Which is great, because it's one I need for my major. I'm not staying there another year anyway. But, just if I did, I'd have to take it again. Because this professor is stingy. That's my worst professor so far. There you go. There's the story if you want. There's the story for you. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to affect my situation. Honestly, part of me and you could, if you follow my Jago3 Plays Twitter, my second Twitter or whatever you want to call it, part of me just wanted to say screw it on Friday and just drop it all and just take a semester off, because it's not only them, but campus policy. This is the other thing I forgot to mention, which I know a lot of people have clicked out by now, but that's fine. Monday, I got an email from the campus, bot or whatever. It's not even a bot. It's an automated message they're set to go out. I was exposed to the spooky scary computer virus on Monday. Now, this would make sense, except I wasn't on campus this entire week. And, they go by date. It's not like it could have been last Monday. It was this Monday. The, 23rd, 24th, something like that. 25th, somewhere around there. I wasn't even on campus. That's just, one thing. I couldn't get into it all because we're already almost at 10 minutes here on my, recording timeline. But there are so many stupid things with this campus and the people that work there. So many fun little stories that have just begun to build and build and build. This campus, this college is not great. Maybe once they get on-campus housing, they start to, because they're trying to transform it from a community college to a full-scale college, and they just started that change a couple years ago. So hopefully it gets better down the line. But I'm not staying around, bro. It's gonna be way after I've graduated if I stuck around. So, with that being said, subscribe, like, and all that. I'll have another video coming up in a few days, probably a day or 2 or 3 days maybe, on this channel. Not related to this, but just something else I want to talk about. So, hopefully you enjoy. I want to try to do these on occasion. I really enjoy just talking for a bit. So, hopefully you enjoy as well. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here.